Thanks, Alan, and thanks very much to the candidates. Ms. Teachout, you cite overturning Citizens United and public campaign finance as priorities in terms of reforms you'd like to bring to campaign finance, yet your opponent has criticized you for taking campaign donations from the billionaire Soros family, and your federal disclosure shows that you raised more than $1.6 million through the end of June. Is your fundraising in conflict in any way with your policy position to remove or reduce big money from politics?
Not at all. And first of all, thank you all for hosting this debate. Thank you to John, and thank you to all of you who are here in person or listening or watching. Look, I've spent my life fighting against big money in politics, and we really have a crisis of corruption in our country right now. We have that crisis in Albany, but also in Washington. And there's two different parts of it. One is just the basic way campaigns are funded. I mean, Congress isn't working right now. One of the reasons Congress isn't working is because so many Congress members spend 40 to 70% of their time just raising money from rich people instead of actually dealing with the real issues like flood mitigation or supporting independent businesses or education policy or how we can support our family farms. They're not doing their job, they're working for their big donors. And the other problem is Citizens United, which sort of unleashed, allowed for big corporations to spend unlimited money in campaigns. These are super PAC contributions. My opponent, there's a super PAC that supports my opponent. There's two New York City hedge fund billionaires who've each given $500,000 to a super PAC supporting him. My campaign is supported by an average of $19. I'm really proud of the fact that we're grassroots funded. And I actually challenged John to a pledge. I asked him to join me in keeping all super PAC money out of this race so that we wouldn't have hedge funders like Paul Singer, who's a big free trader and a supporter of Common Core, putting in $500,000 in a race and really trying to buy a seat. John turned me down and in fact has said that Citizens United was the right decision. When I am in Congress, I'm going there to clean up Congress, to change the way campaigns are funded, and to fight for overturning Citizens United. And everything that I have done throughout my entire life shows that I will always work for the people, not the big corporations.